Welcome to the making of the Moxy video Step Down. I'm Bam Margera, and this is Franz, thy producer and director of photography. Whatever, dude. Come on. Everybody knows that already. Alright, basically everything happened like this. I knew Taylor and Ryan Oldie back in middle school, and actually Ryan made an appearance in CKY2K doing the muscle stimulator to his face. And I knew Taylor had a new band called the Moxy. And then when they made some demos, I happened to hear it at this New Year's Eve party, and I was like, dude, we need to re-record this and remix it with Chad I. Ginsberg, the Timberland of rock and roll. So when I heard the new song Step Down that Chad mixed, I was blown away, and I knew that a music video had to come into play. So we basically got started instantly.
All I know is this: the next time we do a music video, try and give me more than 12 hours in advance. Why do you always do this?
You know how I roll, dude.
We had one day to shoot a video with a crew of 6 people and no money. So we were forced to be at our best. You know what I mean? We didn't have any leniency as far as time or budget or crew. So every shot had to count. Every camera movement had to be right on. And their performance had to be 100%. The film had not arrived, so we had to use film left over from Ming Hags. So if we needed a second take, we'd even have the film.
So the next day we cleared out my entire skate park and started building the whole rock and roll set. Next thing you know, my skate barn was like a full-blown studio.
Ooh, yeah.
We're gonna get your truck down there. When the performance was done, I realized that we had a serious kick-ass video on our hands. Then we realized that we wanted a storyline along with the performance in the video. And then Taylor was just like, fuck it, dude. Why don't we just use Ryan and Veronica? And I was like, you know what? That's a perfect idea. Then we shot at a place in Westchester called Kuma, where Veronica was gonna see Ryan across the street with some other girl. Then finally she walks in and sees them together. Then we wind up in this massive drunken bar fight outside, and I told Red Mohawk Jeff that, yo man, we need to get into a little scuffle. Well, he didn't know a little scuffle meant me punching him right in his fucking face.
I don't know who else you told, but you came up to me and you're like, he thinks we're getting in a fake fight. I hit him hard. And I was like, boom!
Yeah. But I socked him full blown, and then we fell onto the ground, and then we started punching each other more. Then G realized how awesome the fight was. He just runs over and dives on me and breaks my fucking finger.
And his sick ass just dumps right out in front of the camera. It's just, the whole fight is just his ass. And in the meantime, you and Jeff are really punching each other in the face for the shot.
And then it's just a fucking ass crack hanging out, and I'm trying to make it serious. God damn, shit,
when we get smacked Ryan in the face and he wasn't ready for it.
God. I'm so used to getting smacked that I'm just like, dude.
I couldn't hear for 5 minutes. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? It came out of nowhere.
I was trying to tell Veronica that you needed to get slapped.
I was already warmed up.
But you can't say, when you see a music video and you see a slap like this, you want to see that.
Yeah, and Ryan, what happened when it was over? It was a hard hit.
Better the film, but I just had to show her how it was done.
She learned real quick.
So basically we had an amazing day shooting, and it all backfired when I got the first batch of color corrections. Alright, really frustrated right now. I'm going to Philadelphia for the second time to shooters post and transfer because we got the film back and it has a green tint to it, and with Greta's hair it looks like fucking Christmas. So I'm going back in to make it blue. Then it's gonna rock.
Yeah, did you see the stuff in the bedroom? He said it was 4 stops underexposed, but it just looked like rich. We used a net filter on the black, an electronic filter that just made the black stuff velvet.
Yeah. And plus, like, you know, Franz always wants to be safe, you know, like, let's just be safe and do it and we can bring it down. I'm like, Franz, let's just experiment and just film it darker and see what happens.
So the thing what happens when you undersaturate film it brings out color. The thing, if you look carefully at it, there's like a shimmering effect that's actually the noise reducer working overtime to get the grain down.
I always see the blue, I'm like, oh yeah, that blue looks good. And I always love the blue so much, I'm like, you know what, Franz? Try something different, try green this time. And I didn't think, like, she had red hair and then it's green at Christmas. And I'm just like...
You say Christmas, I say traffic light.
Yeah. Yeah, that blue is much better. Goes perfect with the hair. All right, we just finished up at Shooter's Post and Transfer. Now I'm gonna go back to my house and pull a 24-hour mission and stock up on some Rockstar energy drinks.
Well, I gotta say this, I was pretty impressed. That Greta she had some moves going on, and everyone was really stoked. The keyboardist actually took tempera paint and painted his keyboard black and white to match the background.
We're finally done the making of the Moxy video. So let's check this shit out. Good job, Franz.
Yeah, well, of course.
Faggot.